Question is, say you have this billionaire woman, her money's working for her, she's at home, she's raising children. Are you okay with not working?
I'm not okay with not working.
And why is that?
Because as a man, like, I have a purpose. Like, I feel like I need to do something.
Why can't your purpose be to stay home and take care of the kids?
Because that's not my role. It's not my role that I say is laid out by God. And it's programmed into us. Like,
I mean, I think I think it's a somewhat of a role to care for and provide attention to your children. But it is, yes, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So if like I got married to this billionaire woman, like I would still work.
Okay, you would still work. Would you let her pay for everything?
I mean, in the marriage, I don't believe in and this is going to be. I know Brian won't agree with me on this.
Go ahead.
But I don't believe in having separate financials. I think we pool everything together. Like I think when two people come, the Bible says two are made one, and you are inseparable. And that's why the Bible is very clear on divorce. There are very few circumstances in which divorce is okay. So I believe in bringing everything together, not just each other physically and emotionally, but like
sure, it would be both of you guys' money, but she would be earning it. Like, would that bother you at all?
No.
Okay.
It does occur to me though, like let's say as a guy you are a wage slave for some fucking megacorp company and you're sitting there in front of your fucking computer 10 hours a day, you're some fucking code monkey at some woke company making money for fucking rich billionaires, and let's say you meet some girl who happens to be wealthy and like she's involved, she makes her earning potential absolutely dwarfs yours, and obviously when she has kids she would, for a period of time, she would take maternity leave, let's say. Is it that big of a, like, and let's say look, I get it, like, would that girl be attracted to you? That's the other question, because I think a lot of women who are high earners might not be attracted to a guy that they have to provide for. So it's like, these are very hypothetical scenarios that...
I think he would have to be like an extremely masculine man. Like,
well, there's a lot of masculine men that don't make a lot of money.
Yeah, no, exactly.
They're in prison.
Fair enough.
Like, those are very masculine men. But that's another.
But it's like, would you feel emasculated in your relationship if she was a provider? I guess that's my main question. You wouldn't?
I don't. I wouldn't feel emasculated because I know it's not like it's. Especially so in the Bible, it's not. It's shown that it's good that a woman makes money, but the point is that a man has a job, like, and he's doing something that has and to go to Brian's point, he shouldn't have a job where he's working for a corporation that exploits people or is pushing terrible politics or is hurting the world in general. So I would say any man that's in one of those businesses, get out. Let those businesses die. But I would say, like, so if this billionaire woman came to my life and was like, hey, let's get married, I would, if I were in one of those jobs, I would like quit my job and do something that I find is highly contributing to society. Yeah. So that might be electrician, it might be carpenter, whatever. It could be police officer, firefighter, something like that.
So in the way you live your life and your beliefs, what are the roles of a man and a woman in the family? So from what I'm gathering, the woman nurtures and the man provides, right? Mm-hmm. So when, say you're in this hypothetical situation where the woman is providing, even though you're still working in the family, your role, your purpose is to provide. So in that family, you're not providing. Sure, you have a purpose with your job.
Gotcha. Oh,
but
okay.
would that,
so,
right.
I don't think provision is solely monetary. I think as a man, you're providing in a ton of different ways. So
protection,
like
guidance.
So it's guidance.
We do have to move on, but
okay,
if you
sorry.
No, you make a quick point.
Yeah, quick point. Okay, you provide it in logic, how you discipline your kids. Like, I'm going to take my kids hunting, so it's like showing them how to do difficult things, like stuff like that. You provide in other aspects. If you if you're not the major breadwinner.
Okay.
Okay.
I would say I don't think for men or women being a wage slave for your entire life, working until you're 60 or 65, working until you're retired, working until you've accrued, if you're in a physically demanding profession, your knees are destroyed, your back is destroyed, sitting in a chair all day, lethargic job. I don't think that is the ultimate way to be happy. Look, obviously, to maneuver in society, you need to make money to pay your rent, to pay for bills, to pay for food, to provide for your family, etc. I get it. It's an exchange. You do something that maybe obviously you wouldn't be doing otherwise to get money so you can provide. But I guess the crux of the question is, if some scenario where one partner, in this case a woman, could come into would be able to provide to the point where one partner or both partners didn't have to be fucking wage slaves, then we're all slaves to the money and then we die. And I personally don't find that all that fulfilling, but go ahead.
But I think that given that scenario that you did meet and marry this billionaire woman, heiress, whoever she is, and neither of you had to work, maybe she wouldn't, maybe she'd stay at home with the kids, and that obviously gives her fulfillment and purpose. But I think for the man, you'd probably, especially if you're financially able, you would still find some other type of work that you felt fulfilled by, and it probably wouldn't be as vigorous and labor intensive, because you had that financial stability and the ability to do that, and with the resources that you have. But you would still find something to direct your efforts to that you felt was a contribution to society.